The following is a presentation of Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's Livestreams.
4th down and 10 for the Spartans. Here comes the blitz off of the corner, and they get there, and it's going to be turned over on downs.
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association first place winner for best digital production in the state.
Delmacher rolling out to the left, flips the hips over the middle. He's got him! Brody Highland to the end zone! His second touchdown of the day!
In-depth interviews with coaches and players, sideline reports, expert analysis, and top-notch production.
Takes a snap, gives to Schomburg. Schomburg, hole, right side! Sideline, touchdown!
Radio Plus Sports, a Wisconsin Broadcasters Association multiple-year first-place winner for best play-by-play in the state.
Thompson back with a lone back, a man in motion, that's number 5, fakes the handoff, spins around, he's back in the packet, throws deep, he's got a man up top, and he catches it! He's still on his feet, number 18 going, the 10, the 5,
Our sponsors include
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Katie's Log Cabin, Generations Lanes, and Angling Only, PT Tire and Service,
Pino Construction, Verhaeg's Furniture, Schaefer Auto,
AirTech, Coal, Oil, and Propane, Witt Services, Pioneer Keg,
Lidkey Lumber, Hoffs of Brownsville, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Face Heating, Cooling Geo, Back in Action, Brock Fleischer, Homestead Realty,
Ergo Bank Lomira, Maxwell Plumbing, Metalcraft of Mayville,
Michaels Corporation, Quest Interiors, Schroffnagel Implement, Skyline Roofing,
Surefire Heating and Cooling, Westfall Printing and Graphics, Bristol Morgan Bank, Marshview Veterinary Clinic, Leroy Meats, Mayville Savings Bank, Bernard Plumbing, Keller Buildings.
Let's Go Live to the Radio Plus Sports broadcast booth with Jeff's live stream, providing game day coverage.
Good evening, hockey fans, and welcome to the Waupun Ice Arena as we get ready here for some non-conference hockey action here at the Waupun Ice Arena. The Waupun Warriors today will be taking on the South Central Navigators, which I knew them when we were playing back when Caleb was playing as the Deforest Norskies, I believe it was, and they ended up combining with a couple of other schools. They are a co-op with Lodi and Madison La Follette, Madison East, and Poinet, and therefore they took on the name South Central Navigators. I'm excited about the opportunity to bring you this broadcast here. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here. The JV game just ended. 4-4 was the score for the JV, and it got pretty ugly at the end here. Some really, to put it nicely, not smart penalties by both sides that really made it not a very good ending to the contest. We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and then we will come back here and talk about the South Central Navigators from the Badger North Conference. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. We'll be back after these messages.
Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We at the Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience the Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment today.
We are Hoekstra's Marketing Greenhouse, and we have been leading a greenhouse here in Fox Lake since 1981. Family owned and operated, we provide beautiful flower baskets and fruit and vegetables to residents of South Central Wisconsin. We know the importance of having a variety of flowers, fruits, and vegetables available to our customers throughout the year. Discover the finest selection of locally grown produce, including sweet corn, tomatoes, and cucumbers, along with a variety of fresh fruits. At Hoekstra's Marketing Greenhouse, we believe in providing our customers with the freshest and highest quality produce. Come visit us and taste the difference.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no
to 23% when you bundle auto.
Precision engineering. Rigorous attention to detail. A Bryant Evolution heating system is so well designed, it's as much of a joy to install as it is to use.
Good to go.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
Angling-only guide service with Captain Jeremy Brenner.
Captain Jeremy Brenner here. We are the premier Lake Michigan salmon charter out of Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Each trip is 6 hours and includes fish cleaning. The cost is $400 per trip Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, and only $340 on weekdays for up to 6 people. I personally guarantee you will catch fish. The season runs June through Labor Day. Contact me at anglingonlyfishing@gmail.com to book today and check out my Facebook page, Captain Jeremy Brenner, Sheboygan Salmon.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your state of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Welcome back here on the pregame show. Happy New Year, everybody. This is Jeff Sauer here from Jeff's Livestream. Broadcast today from the Waupun Ice Arena, non-conference action between South Central Navigators and the Waupun Warriors. Let's talk about the South Central Navigators. 2-5 overall. They do have a win over Stoughton in conference, 7-3, and they also beat the comparable that Waupun has. They played Oshkosh at Oshkosh, and they beat Oshkosh 6-1. Otherwise, they've had a couple of close losses. They lost 4-2 to Oregon, and they lost 2-0 to the La Crosse Aquinas Avalanche co-op over on the far western side of the state. Let's take a look at some of their individual statistics here before we look at some of the team statistics. Leading the team in goals is number 11, Gavin Childs. He's got 4 goals. Number 6, Aiden Childs with 4. And Braxton McWiggin with 4 goals as well. And fourth on the team, I guess you would put it, is number 4, Brendan Barrett. He's got 3 goals for this Navigators team. When it comes to assists, number 11, Gavin Childs and Liam Biscoe lead the team with assists, each with 5. And then third on the team is number 20, Thomas Harkey. He's got 4 assists so far. That means your leading point getters for this team. Number 11, Gavin Childs with 9 points. Liam Biscoe and Aiden Childs each with 7. And Brendan Barrett with 6. Starting goalie today will be number 35, Bryson Calloway. He is 1-5 on the year. He has faced 225 shots. He's given up 26 goals, 199 saves. That's a goals against average of 4.33 with a save percentage of 88.4%. Let's take a look at some of the team statistics that we have here for the Navigators from South Central. In the first period, they have scored 11 goals in their opponent's 7, so they come out pretty well and do a good job of stymieing the offenses that they have played. But in the second period, they've been outscored 15-10, and in the third period, they've been outscored 7-4. That means overall, they've been outscored 29-25. They're averaging 3.57 goals per game, and they're giving up 4.14 goals against. On their power play, they've had 29 power play opportunities. They've executed at a 24.1% execution. That means that they have scored 7 power play goals. On the penalty kill side, they've only had 17 penalty kills, so they've done a much nicer job as well as not taking as many penalties as their opponents, and they have given up only 3 goals on those 17 opportunities. That's an 82.4 kill rate when it comes to penalty kills, and that's really where you'd love to see your teams are at. Anytime that your power play is right around 25%, you're executing well, and when your penalty kill is over 75%, you're sitting in a great position. We're going to step aside here. We're going to hear from some of our sponsors, and then we will come back and we will talk about the Waupun Warriors. You're listening to Jeff Sauer here on Jeff's Livestream, working in cooperation with Radio Plus. We'll be back.
Oil and Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
The Landing is your go-to lakeside hangout on beautiful Beaver Dam Lake, where the drinks are cold, the food always hits the spot, and the music keeps the good times rolling. Come for the view, stay for the fun. Pizza and beverages go together like sunsets and lake views at The Landing, and always better with friends and family. A Friday fish fry, your landing spot. An extensive variety of house-built pizzas, your landing spot. A great menu, of course. The Landing Pub and Grill, Country Road G, Beaver Dam, and like them on Facebook.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We at the Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience the Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment.
This nice job with the active sticks, not letting them set up anything. There you go. That's what I was talking about. Chase didn't need to do any kneeing. Again, a shot from the top of the circles. That time by Polda. And I talk about it every single time. Thing right there from Postotnik. As a goalie, Caleb will take those all day long. Yeah, show me where it's at. I'll take a shot from the top of the circles all day. If there's no traffic in front of me, no active sticks, that's an all-day save. And they don't have to do it. That's what really irritates me. Wait for help or drop it and go walk in yourself.
Oh, hey.
There's one in there, and that was a great shot for Waupun. As the goal is going to go to number 5, I believe, Owen Polda. At the 9:53 mark. Even strength goal for Waupun. I don't see who had that assist.
I did not see that either.
I'm not very good at that. Justin seems to pull that stuff out of the air. But I just have a hard time following it because I'm always following the puck. We'll see you. Scotty Van Galen will give it to us here.
There's going to be another trip. Knee.
Postotnik that time did a much better job. Pulled the trigger right at about the hash mark. Came with a ricochet. Again, I talked about Callaway not doing a good job of controlling it. And it ricocheted. And now we have a second penalty here for Waupun. This time it's going to go on number 18, Brock Reeder, for a trip. I believe. Second opportunity here for. And it is a trip. At 9:41 on the clock. I don't do a good job either of sharing with you run time. I use clock time, and I know that true hockey aficionados think that that is sacrilege, but most people, when I say at the 9:15 mark, they don't understand if I don't tell them that it's the clock, right? Good job there by Camden Flagner with some forward check pressure. Picked up there Fromholtz. That's going to be offsides as he comes into the zone before Camden Flagner.
Just a reminder, hockey fans, this game is
I don't know, Nate, what you think about it, but I always thought, and I thought that and at the college level, it changed a little bit. But the more pressure that you put on the puck, even on your penalty kill,
changes the game.
It changes
Momentum.
the game, right? They just
Absolutely.
cannot. It's too hard for, I think, hockey players to think, especially here at the high school level. What do I do? Somebody is chasing me all over the ice and has all kind of pressure, and it's hard for them to pick their head up and try and find the person to pass it to. That's going to go into the bench there. We'll get a stoppage of play. It was fired down from down inside the Waupun zone, so that's where it'll take place. But I always like penalty kill when you put ton of pressure on the puck. I don't like. I know that you typically talk about 3 across coming in to protect into the zone, but I'll take a 1-2-1 anytime. Put all kinds of pressure on that puck, especially at the high school level.
Yes.
Walking it in this time, shot into the chest. Ricochet there, cleared by Waupun. Callaway grabs it, puts it behind the net, gives his power play opportunity to get set up. That's going to be number 21, Spencer Krissinger. Pressure put on it by Postotnik. Again, having a hard time getting it into the zone with the pressure that Waupun is putting there. Postotnik, good active stick. Coming in now is Kyle Thyssen. Drops it down against the half wall, see if they can get something set up. Again, the pressure forced there, that time by Parker Zickert for Waupun. Drops it down low. 15 seconds remains on the power play for South Central. This time coming in, Fromholtz puts the pressure on, and that puck ain't coming out. Not in time. That's right. Flagner's going to pick it up for Waupun. Cross-ice pass right on the stick of Chase Beam. Beam's going to come into the zone. He's going to come on the attack, an aggressive defenseman. Come from the circle, bad angle shot. So he got down too far to the right-hand side. Good step up there by number 20, Jacob Kerner. You like to see that out of a defenseman.
I love seeing that.
Right on the stick of Jacob Hop. Hop's going to work it around. Shot again from the top of the circles. Easy save for Callaway. And he gets the whistle. At 7:03 here in the first period. So far, Waupun has been able to kill off the 2 penalties that they have seen. And at center is going to be Parker Zickert. On the ice with him is number 18, Brock Reeder. And on defense, we've got number 9, Derek Pribino. Colton Postotnik is the center. Save there by Callaway, puts it into the corner. Thanks for joining us here on the chat. That's going to sneak through. Those people that normally watch my stream know what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to get into that YouTube chat. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite player, and you're supposed to tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, and that's okay. It's a good dialogue. Plus, it's a great piece. I do this to create memories for kids. And to do that, I want you to be part of it as well and let them know that you were watching the effort that they put out here tonight. This Nate can probably attest to this. You can go back probably all the way back to when you played for the Gamblers, and I probably have my videos still out there.
Oh yeah,
that are
You've been
saved.
recording me my whole life.
And again, we've got those fantastic memories, and as long as my channel stays open, they will always be there. So I want you to participate, put stuff into the chat, let us know Again, where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite player, and I don't care if it's a Navigator or a Warrior fan. Chase Beam down by the goal line, trying to break it back out. We'll get back to calling some hockey here. Into the neutral zone. Chip there by Zickert. Running the line out there with Polda and with Postotnik. That's going to be chipped in, taken away there by Kerner. Gives it over to Beam. Beam rims it around, changes directions, gets it over to Parker Zickert. Down below the goal line. He's looking for some help, but nobody there for the Warriors. And it'll be turned over to Kyle Thyssen. Held in there. Good back check stick there by number 11, Gavin Childs. Camden Flagner. Cross ice pass. Coming off of the bench. Good chip into the center. Fromholtz makes a move at the pulled this trigger, but went over the top of it. Changes directions. Looks. Gets it back over to the top of the circles. Putting it down low was Derek Pribino. And a little bit of sustained offense here. Rips that one way wide is number 18, Brock Reeder. I just am not a fan of the slap shot either. From by the figure skating logo. Especially, and again, you may have a different thought on this because you played at the college level, Nate, but at the high school level, a wrister can have just as much velocity on it.
Absolutely.
But it has more control.
Yes. Yep. Slap shot usually takes a little too much time, and that split second really matters.
And again, I've never had the privilege. My hips, my knees, my ankles did not allow me to be able to stand on skates. Well, I could stand on them. I just couldn't stop. Walls took a bad beating here. I had to change the glass several times when I was out there for a free skate. Battling down in front there. Stotnik talking with Bryson Calloway, saying it's a Friday night. Where do you want to go for fish afterwards? I'm sure that's what they were saying.
Oh, yeah.
Couple of good places in Waupun to go. .4:12 left here in the first period. Waupun up 1-0 on the even strength goal at 9:53 on the clock. 6, Parker Zickert in at center. He's got Colton Postotnik with him to the left-hand side and Owen Polda on the right. Chase Beam takes it, walks it in, slashes, fired off of the blocker. That was a great move there by Chase Beam.
That was a patient, skilled move by Beam there.
Great hands, walked it down to right into the slot area, right down by the hash marks, pulls the trigger, and just off of the blocker. Stoppage of play as it went out of play into the netting. 4:05. Good pressure here by Waupun. Beam this time puts it into the corner. God, nice job there by Owen Polda to knock that thing out of the air. And a good reaction there by Galloway to get on top of it.
Great read by Beam throwing the puck over there.
Noticed that he wasn't able to walk it in this time.
Exactly.
And put it to an area where he knew that a player could grab a hold of it. Smart play. Change coming in here. First line for Waupun, I believe that is. That's going to be Camden Flagner. Gets knocked out of the air, along with number 10, Jacob Hopp out there. Puck is in the slot. Flagner fires one right into the pads. Good reaction there by Calloway. He has not had the best rebound control, but he has made the first save, which is his job. Save the first shot. Good shot there by Fromholtz. Again, trying to find a hole. No hole there from Galloway. .334 left here in the first. Well, again, we will check that chat at the intermission. So you got plenty of time right now to get that stuff in there. Give us your thoughts on that first period. Very impressed so far with the sustained offensive pressure so far for the Warriors. And they did a nice job with their penalty kill. Good chip off of the half wall by Fromholtz. He's going to go to the bench, gets it down low. It'll be picked up there. Going in hard on that forecheck is Camden Flagner to try and hold it in. Polda along with Hopp. That's going to squirt into the neutral zone. Having a seat on the ice is Gavin Childs, assisted there by, I believe that was number 9, Derek Pribino. Speaking of Pribino, Brett Pribino still does a fantastic job here with the ice here at Waupun. He's the one that's always running the Zamboni. Trying to break it out. That's number 4 wearing the C, Brendan Barrett. Tried to get it across the ice. It does ricochet that way to Jaden Moen. He drops it down low. He's going to go on the forecheck, but he's the only one that doesn't get there in time. There, this time Nisler gets on top of the puck and gets the whistle. I'm not a fan of the dump and chase unless you know you are faster. Otherwise, you might as well just pick up the puck and hand it to the other opponent. That's my feeling.
Soft chip doesn't hurt, but definitely helps knowing that you have another player in the zone or going around the boards for that chip. Keep the
Again, if
pressure
you
on.
have the speed to get in there,
Right.
and you've got, like you said, a 2-person forecheck, and at least one is going to get there. Again, that's just my thoughts on it. I know you're right that I should clarify a soft chip versus just a dump and chase. And again, there's a place for the dump when you're going to go to the bench, right? When you need to get a change. So there is a time when you should do it. I just don't like it as the primary play that I see a lot of these high school kids make. Shot there. Callaway again, ricocheted right out into the slot area, trying to get a hold of it. Was Jacob Hunt, but could not. Working it down again for South Central. This time it's number 6, Aiden Childs. Little bit of pressure here on the offensive side. Tipped. That'll go all the way down to the goal line. 125 here trying to break it out. That's where you talk about the goalie being able to communicate with. You got pressure coming on. I didn't hear Callaway talking to his defense either. Ripping it. Nisler puts it into the corner. Picked up by South Central. Taken away by Waupun. Tried to get the long stretch pass. Put it right into the stick. Way over the top of the net. 1 minute by Scotty Van Galen letting us know. Into the neutral zone. Chip. Down low for South Central. Right on the stick of Postotnik. He skates through the neutral zone with some speed. Slams on the brakes. Tries to make a move. Had a chance there to get to Zickert in the inside. Good hold by Pribino. And turned over there to Brock Reeder. Off of the blocker. Down into the corner. Callaway. For South Central. Neutral zone. Off of the boards. Beam. Hits off the linesman. Or they're going to say it hit off of the goalie. Goes into the bench. Thanks again for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. Coming up here in 23 seconds at the intermission. We'll give a recap of what's happened so far here in the first period. We'll go in there and we'll check that chat. Face off right outside the bench of the Waupun Warriors. South Central gets it into the zone here for the last 16 seconds. Going after it is Aiden Childs. Taken away there by the Warriors. Still hauled in by number 5, Casey Koopman. Chipped up into the air. Koopman knocks it down at the blue line. Fires it in, and that'll do it for the end of the first period. That's the Waupun Warriors.
Bryson Callaway, 14. Waupun State and Nisler, 3.
3 saves for Caden Nisler. 14 saves for Bryson Callaway in that first period. We'll step aside and we'll be back. You're listening to Jeff's Hour along with Nate Brown here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. We'll be back.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, we're honored to have been voted by you to be the best of the best mattress store in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the best in bedding comfort, technology, and support to the Waupun area.
We've partnered with top brands like Tempur-Pedic, Puffy, Scott Living, Sealy, and Nectar to offer you the ultimate sleep experience.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Come shop at Verhaeg's.
This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
At Warner Harmson, we believe your home should be as comfortable as it is beautiful. From timeless classics to today's latest trends, we carry quality furniture to fit any room that's built to last. With hometown service, affordable prices, and dependable delivery, Warner Harmson makes loving your space feel easy. Visit WarnerHarmson.com to view our comfortable, quality, and stylish furniture today.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899.
Go back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. They did. Okay, initially I was looking at it. They did not have the 12 minutes up on the clock, and it was the very first time that I was going to say something about it. And when I put my head down to hit the switch, and it was changed. Let's check into that YouTube chat right away here. Chris Gitzel, again, alumni from Waupun, has moved to Jefferson, telling us that's where he's watching for, but he's a huge Waupun Warrior fan. So I'm glad to have Chris putting his stuff into the chat, letting us know where he's watching from and who he's cheering for. Tammy Van de Zan letting us know that your thanks for videoing. For sometimes can't get down here. Hey, we do this for that purpose as well. Again, not only are we creating memories that are going to last hopefully forever, but we want you to be able to see friends, family, relatives get out here and play. So that's one of the reasons why we do the stream. And Lisa Pepler says, watching from Oshkosh, number 10, Jacob Hopp is the grandson. So thanks again for putting that in there. We're going to step aside here. We're going to come back in about 2 minutes, and then we'll give you a recap of what's happened here so far from the Waupun Ice Arena. You still have time, entire game, put stuff into the chat. And I don't care if you put something in there once. You can put it in there as many times as you wish. We'll be back.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Trust AirTech Heating with all your home comfort needs. AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance, no matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because you'll feel totally protected with the right auto coverage. Plus, you'll save up to 23% when you bundle auto and home with our expert agents. American Family Insurance.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact me, Agent Christine File, at 11 South Watertown Street in Waupun, or call 920-324-3488 today.
For over 120 years, Bristol Morgan Bank has served central Wisconsin communities. We're still here, not just as your financial partner, but as a community partner. Communities change over time. They grow, your business grows, your family priorities change. This is why, over the years, we've adapted to the needs of our customers, offering digital tools for convenience, scheduling in-person appointments where and when it works for you, designing products to impact your financial future, because that's what community banks do.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. Let's give you what we've got so far on the score sheet. At 14:09 on the clock, Chase Beam, number 4 for the Waupun Warriors, takes a kneeing penalty, killed off by the Waupun Warriors. At 9:53 on the clock, the Waupun Warriors score their first goal. I'm saying first because I'm sure they're going to score more. Number 5, Owen Polda with the assist to number 7, Colton Postotnik, an even strength goal. At 9:41, so about 10 seconds after that goal was scored, number 18 for Waupun, Brock Reeder, takes a trip for the Waupun Warriors, and the Waupun Warriors kill that one off. Saves in that first period for Bryson Calloway, 14 saves on 15 shots. Caden Nissler, who got the start here for the Waupun Warriors, 3 saves on 3 shots. We'll step aside again for about 1 more minute, and then we'll come back, and I'm going to pick the brain of Nate Brown here about what he thinks we'll see here coming up in the second period. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Nate Brown here on Jeff's Livestream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
And Propane is committed to establishing and upholding lasting relationships with our respected customers. We pledge to provide exceptional and reliable service, exceeding your expectations, and are dedicated to continuous improvement, embracing and driving change to better serve you. Whether you need service for residential, commercial, or agricultural, Coal Oil and Propane has you covered. Our goals are simple: great products, competitive pricing, and reliable service. Contact Coal Oil and Propane for all your fuel and lubricant needs. Trust Coal Oil and Propane.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. Getting ready here. It's still the first intermission. Getting ready for the second period to start. Nate, the officials are coming on the ice right now. You are Coach DeBush for the South Central Navigators. What would you be telling the team if you were in there in the locker room right now?
I'd be telling them to keep their effort high, limit the turnovers, and definitely tighten up the zone a little bit. I think they're letting Waupun crash down in the net a little too much. and they definitely got to start winning their corner battles and board battles a lot more.
And one of the things I notice here is that they've get the puck into the offensive zone, but they haven't gotten anything set up to get a decent shot. When you only get 3 shots in a period and you had 2 power plays, something's got to change.
Yep, that's where you can credit Waupun, though. They've kept them to the outside and kept the pressure on them.
If you are Coach Tank, you've got the 1-goal lead here at home. Again, what would you be talking to the players about in the locker room for if you were Coach Tank for the Warriors?
I would tell them to keep that pressure going. I would say that they're down in the north central zone, a lot more than their own zone, which is good. Definitely got to clean up the passes a little bit. Start making more passes with a purpose instead of just throwing the puck out there. And then, like what you touched up on before, try to limit the dump-ins, try to keep that puck possession, and keep crashing the net.
They do seem to get down into that offensive zone, and instead of just taking that one-person shot from at the top of the circles, yes, they got 15 shots. They got 1 past Galloway, but I really believe that they have enough presence in that zone
They definitely do,
if they will move that puck and use each other rather than trying to just sneak one past is really what I think it is a even if you're getting the bad rebound without somebody else down there in front of the net.
Absolutely.
And I guess that would be the one thing I would be telling them as well. Get down in that zone and try and pick up some of these rebounds because right now Bryson Calloway is struggling on keeping that puck under control.
Yep, keep shooting.
Getting ready here for the start of the second period. This is the one where I think you always have to be cautious because you got that little extra change distance here, and you don't want to get caught. What Waupun did really well is South Central, the Navigators, in their regular statistics, when we took a look at them as the team, they outscored their opponents in that first period, and Waupun had struggled to do so. So right now, the way things are sitting here for Waupun to win that period, not only with shots, but with the goal, you got to be really happy about what's going to possibly happen here in this second period. It's going to be dropped down into the corner. South Central trying to break it out. Hustling after it is going to be number 15, Kyle Thyssen. Gets it, takes it away there from number 20, Jacob Turner. Shot way from outside by number 4, Brendan Barrett. Now, I'm going to say this, and I know I'm going to contradict myself here, Nate, but South Central's got to get shots. So I think anytime that you can get it into the zone, down to the circles, take some shots, and test Caden Nisler because he's not your normal starting goalie.
Yep, at this point, you just got to take whatever shot they present you. They got to build up some sort of pressure on Waupun.
Absolutely agree with that. Still in the neutral zone. Picked up there this time by Camden Flagner. Steps across the blue line, gets into the slot, is able to walk it in. Puck is loose. Calloway is able to get the save. Ricochets over to the board. This time by Reeder. Off of the pads over to Chase Beam. Again, ricochet control, something that Calloway needs to work on. And picked in the upper corner. Goal scored by Chase Beam. Wasn't that?
Yep, Chase Beam.
I'm pretty sure that's who it was. I don't think it was Pastotnik.
Nope.
Good work there by Beam. And the Waupun Warriors scored their second goal. Even strength goal. Again, picked it short side, but he had the top of the net wide open. Calloway is not the tallest of goalies. Unassisted. Penalty's going to come here. This time it's going to be a hook. It's going to be called on South Central as Waupun came right away on the attack once again. And down into the corner. It's going to be the penalty on number 21, Spencer Chrissinger. It's going to get called for the hook. 15:38 on the clock here in the second period. Let's see if Waupun has done something a little bit different. I'm going to zoom in just a hair on this side here. On their power play here, again, it's been pretty anemic. Picked away there by South Central, skating through the neutral zone with some speed. Drops it down. And again, here's where I'm not a fan. No pressure on the puck whatsoever. Lets him break it out through the neutral zone. Great skating right there by Kerner. Walks it all the way past. And again, I shouldn't be saying anything because their penalty kill's been sitting at 82% for South Central. Chase Beam is going to go pick it back up here for the Waupun Warriors. Thanks again for joining us here. Get into the chat. You can always disagree with me. I'm absolutely fine with that. And Nate is able to do so as well because he's got the actual experience. I'm just spitballing. Postotnik steps up, trying to get it through. Some shin pads in the way for Waupun. That's going to go all the way down. Nistler stops it by the King Manufacturing logo. Will be picked up there by Brock Reeder. Reeder with a big cross-ice pass chipped up into the air by Derek Tribineau. Comes in, South Central takes it away. Did not get anything set up that time. Ricochets off of the board. Going to pick it up is going to be number 18 again, Brock Reeder. Ricocheted off of the board once again for Waupun to the neutral zone. Taken there by Postotnik. He's going to walk into the house. Gets taken away to the outside. Pad save again into the house. But nobody there to pick it up for Waupun. Callaway makes the first save. That's his job. And his defensemen have done the job that they're supposed to and cleared it away. Skating with it is Reeder. Comes right down the middle. That's our blocker save off into the dasher board. And that's going to kill it off. Both teams are at full strength. On the back door. Good job there with a read by Callaway. Just got the pass a little bit too late. Over there for the Warriors was number 9, Derek Pribineau. Picked up against the board. Skating with it are the Navigators through the neutral zone. Good cross-ice pass outside of the reach. No ice because it was behind the red line or in front of the red line. Grabbed there by Reeder. Makes a couple of escape moves, then turns it over into the zone, right onto the stick of Flagner. Picked up there by number 5, Casey Koopman. For the Navigators, ripped down by number 3, Jaden Moen. Picked up there by Pribineau. For Waupun. Knocked down. Good cross-ice pass. Back D-to-D passing. Shot from the house. Tip just wide. As Aiden Childs got the stick on it. Shot again this time. Knocked down by Camden Flagner. Doing everything he can to help protect his goalie. Icing is going to be the call. And it's going to come all the way back down. Finally was able to get my video card to work for me, so I'm sorry I didn't get the instant replay there, but I wanted to brighten things up a little bit. It seems like it's worked. South Central held in there by Xavier Zenner. Beam with a reverse. Over to number 25, Leighton Foster. Getting a shift out here for the Warriors. That's going to squirt out. Boy, they didn't see that come out of the zone. Maybe I didn't see it come out of the zone. Picked up here by Waupun again. That was Beam walking it all the way down. Jacob Kerner holds it. He's going to change places. Picked up there at the goal line. Changing direction. Callaway says enough's enough. Let's change and get some guys out here. That's what I was talking about with that longer change. Not able to find the time to get him there. You need the water. It's right there.
Good.
Okay. I know what it's like to get a tickle while you're talking, so I've got drinks all over the place here. So face off here to the blocker side of Bryson Callaway. Won by Waupun, held into the zone, picked up behind the net. Nope, taken away by the Navigators. Change of direction, chipped off the board by number 22, Lennon Kemp. Right into the house area. Picked up there by Waupun, shot wide of the net by Colton Postotnik. Chase Beam says, have a hip. to Kyle Thyssen. And it's going to be a whistle for icing. That's going to come all the way back down. We'll have the face-off this time to the trapper side, or blocker side of Caden Nisler. 2-0 Waupun Warriors with a lead at 11:09 here in that second period. Thanks again for joining us here on the broadcast. Hope you're enjoying what we're bringing to you. Good closeout that time by Hop. Not allowing that shot to come from Brendan Barrett. Cross ice pass again. Those are some long stretch passes so far against this opponent. It's working, but those are some awful long passes, Nate.
Yeah, those are usually the ones our coaches, when we get back to the bench, they usually have a few words for us about those.
Not usually words of encouragement.
No, no.
That's why I pointed it out, because I know that, again, you typically cannot get enough mustard on that, and that typically is one that can get picked off pretty easy. Good drop right there, going to the, nice tie-up by number 18, Brock Reeder, as South Central had something working there for a second. That's going to go all the way down. No icing because it was shot down by one of the Navigators. Doing a little bit better job of moving the puck stick to stick. Going to rip that one all the way down. Again, that's a dump and chase. That's a quick, easy turnover to Waupun, and they squirt it back out this way. Picked up there by number 17, Braxton McWigan. Over to number 21, Spencer Chrissinger. The Navigators, number 9, Jack Stephanie, keeps it down low. Waupun trying to get the breakout just outside of the reach of Owen Pauldas. That's going to go on the goalie. He gets this easy save, but it also stops the icing, which is exactly what Waupun wanted to do. Trying to break it out again are the Navigators. They get it into neutral ice. Waupun gets back on side on the delayed offsides. Back into the neutral zone. Skating with it is number 14, Kian Pash. Knocked down there for the Warriors. Over to Chase Beam. Right on the stick of Hunter Fromholtz. Off of the boards. Fromholtz beats his counterpart, Braxton McWigan. McWigan takes the worst of that. Yeah, I don't know that, Fond du Lac was more physical than Waupun, and they had more size than Waupun, but typically Waupun is not afraid to hit. When they get to bantams where they can start checking, they're checking.
Waupun has been a lot more physical than Central has here tonight.
Absolutely. And again, that's something that you typically see. They like to establish that they are the stronger team. Alex Fisher getting a shift out here for Waupun. That'll get dumped back down after the change. For check pressure this time, number 22, Lennon Kemp. Again, Waupun gets possession, skating with it. Coming across for Waupun, I believe that is number 10, Jacob Hopp, but I wasn't 100% sure. Again, the guys are trying to find out where they're going to go for the fish fry here afterwards. The officials are saying we don't talk about that here on the ice. Or probably said something about his mama. And that will really irritate him.
Those usually sting the most.
Yeah, but it looks like things have settled down a little bit here. And the face-off down to the Trapper side of Bryson Calloway. Colton Postotnik for the Warriors. Wins it. A good hard right off the bat there by Parker Zickert. Calloway ready for it. Again, I know I've been harping about Callaway having ricochet or rebound control issues, but he has stopped the first shot almost every single time. Again, there's another one off of the toe. Ricochet's out, but Waupun doesn't have anybody to pick it up. Tried to get that long stretch pass again. Over to Postotnik. That's going to go all the way down. I thought that would have been an icing, but not called. So Central picks it up. Thyssen, once again, some pressure this time. Hunter Fromholtz, I believe, came down there, put a little bit of forecheck pressure on. So Central having a hard time breaking it out. Picked up there, good cross-ice pass over to number 18, Brock Reeder. Picked up there by Derek Pribino. He takes a shot wide, drops into the corner. That's going to ricochet all the way down. Hustling after it is Aiden Childs for the Navigators. Forecheck coming in there by Lennon Kemp. Trying to get that puck in the zone. Fromholtz with a good control. Gives it to Beam. 2-on-2. 3-on-2 in the zone. Good shot there to Fromholtz. Puck is loose in front. Put it in there? No. How does that get missed? Jacob Hopp had it wide open through the 5-hole. Must have caught a toe. Boy, I thought that was going to go in the back of the net.
I thought I was going right in.
6 minutes remain here in this second period. Hopp again pushes it down low. Shot way up high. Blocker into the netting, and we'll get a whistle here with a stoppage of play. .5:53 here in the second. Waupun has had, I think, better opportunities.
Absolutely.
Again, more sustained offensive zone pressure. One there for Waupun. Shot. Good wrister right there. Chase Beam. And again, I'm going to say this. I rarely see Chase Beam take a slap shot.
No, I don't think I've seen it once this game.
He usually likes to have control of the puck, and the control comes from a wrister. And you can't tell me that there's not velocity on that because that puck is whistling. Navigators trying to get something going here in this period. If they're going to put themselves into a position to win, they need to win, at least tie this period. Chase Beam and a little bit of contact there. Are they going to call him this time?
No.
Or is it a stoppage because the helmet came off?
I think it's just a stoppage. I hope.
I believe so as well.
That was a good hit.
Chase is also typically, because of his size, he doesn't have to take cheap shots.
Yeah,
now, does he sometimes get called for them? Yes, just because you see guys flying.
Exactly.
And you know how that goes, too.
Exactly
You were a very physical player as well. And sometimes you make a good, clean hit, and they call it...
Just because you're bigger than the
right.
other one.
A rough. You sent the guy flying over to his bench. Beam again, goes in there hard, picks it up, pins it up against the boards, waiting for some help. As Camden Flay there to help, pulled away, though, by Kean Pash. Picked up there by number 20, Thomas Harkey. Sorry about that. That was Waupun's number 20, Jacob Turner. Little bit of pressure here for South Central, but not controlled well enough. Gets into the neutral zone. Be picked up there by Brendan Barrett. Barrett tries to turn the corner. Does get some edges. Good cross-ice pass here. Playing with it at the blue line was Cam Molly. Instead of getting it in. Shot again. Nisler squared up. Good job there on the save for Caden Nisler. First time that we've seen some offensive pressure really here in this period for the Navigators. Jaden Mullen's going to be taking on Colton Postotnik. Won that time by Postotnik, and a good hustle play there by Brock Reeder for the Warriors. Good pass over to Owen Polda. Goes down into the corner on the forecheck. Navigators grabbing a hold of it. Taken away by Postotnik. 3:50. Boy, for the Warriors, it would be fantastic if they could get a score here right at the end of the period. Ricocheted hard. Good job there by Callaway to hold the post. Back in front of there, it goes. Hold the Pastanek with the goal. Hold it. 3:37 on the clock. Great work there. You could see just the buzz that was happening there, Nate, with the pressure that they had.
Pressure, and they got rewarded for it. That's really huge. I mean, we always say it, 2 goals, up 2 goals is the worst lead in hockey.
It is the worst lead. You can always see that close in. And here at 3:37 on the clock, I mean, that also is huge for Waupun to get a goal right towards the end of the period.
Third goal, team 23 in the second period.
Parker Zickert on the assist, pulled it out of the corner, fed it right over to Pastatnik. I didn't see what happened there. Oh, I see. Okay, Caden Nisler got on the puck as it came back over. I just saw a South Central player had bumped into a Waupun player, and I thought they were calling an interference or something there, but 3:15 left here in the third. Again, we'll check that YouTube chat here. And now a cross check is going to be called on number 7, Colton Pastatnik. And he's going to go to the sin bin for 2 minutes. Right here at 3:11, a bad time to take a penalty after just getting that three-goal lead.
That could be a momentum killer right there.
Third penalty on the Warriors. And before, again, I talked about that 25% execution rate for South Central. This is their third opportunity here, just wide of the net on that shot. First time I've seen them get something actually set up. Interference is going to be called. And who's it going to be on?
I think we're looking at a 5-on-3.
I believe so. At 2:53, I think the Chase Beam is going to get called for an interference in the corner. At 2:53, so a 5-on-3. Bad timing here for the Warriors. A chance for South Central right now, 5-on-3. Trying to pull it out of the corner. Good pin right now there by Jacob Hopp. Comes all the way out to the blue line. From the top. Saved there by Nisler. Ricochets off of the glass. Picked up there by South Central. That one again was a good shot there by number 4. Oh, I thought that was tipped in by one of the Warriors. Calling for it on the backside was Jaden Mullen. 5-on-3. Again, good intercept there by Hopp. Tried to clear, hit it into the netting, and we'll get a whistle and a stoppage. 58 seconds here. That was probably the best setup I've seen so far for South Central. .209 left here in the second period. 5-on-3 for the Navigators. Won that time by number 17, Braxton McWigan. Thyssen swings it over to Spencer Chrissinger. Tried to get it inside. Good job there by Nisler. That should have been called a trip there. He got away with one. Oh, they're going to call a hook on the goalie. Good call. I thought it was a trip.
I didn't even see it.
So he's trying to get away from the skater. And now for a minute 53, it's going to be 5-on-3. Because the first penalty clears, and then the second penalty, or the third penalty goes up, right?
Yep.
So the penalty is going to go on the goalie. And it was. Served by Parker Zickert. Boy, why would you let somebody close in that tight to you before then take your shot? That is a huge mistake. Down on the ice. Picked up here by the Navigators. Again, a very simple breakout for their power play. Oh, a mistake there by Brock Reeder, letting players get around. There's a time to be aggressive, and now is not the time. You need that triangle to stay tight. And so far, the Navigators have not made Waupun pay for it. Still 5-on-3 here for 5 seconds. Good save there over the head of Nisler. 5-on-4. Good kill so far. Walking in, right into the shin pads again. That time it was pulled by Brendan Barrett. Picked up, cross ice pass, trying to get something working. Back up at the top. Oh, they had it set up, missed. Oh, hard hit there by Derek Pribino. I know that they wanted a call for that, and the only call that I could have thought of maybe would have been a charge.
Maybe.
But I don't think he took the 2 strides necessary for that call, so you're not going to call a rough. Good save again there by Caden Nisler. Puck is loose out front. 55 seconds. 3 seconds left here in the period. Waupun trying to control it and end it. And a penalty right at the end of the period. This time, number 9, Derek Pribino is going to get called. Trip at, so they're going to have to call it 1 second, basically. Waiting to see if I can get the saves to come out. Sixth penalty on Waupun.
Saves the period for South Central's Bryson Calloway, 11. 2-period total, 25. Waupun's Caden Nisler, 4. 2-period total, 7.
4 saves there for Caden Nisler in that period. 11 saves for Bryson Calloway. We'll come back and we'll talk about this second period and the entire game here. From the Waupun Ice Arena, you're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Nate Brown. We'll also check into that YouTube chat, so let us know where you're watching from, who you're cheering for, who's your favorite player, what are your thoughts so far of the game. We'll be back.
Generations Lanes of El Dorado. Join one of our adult or kids leagues or bowl in our monthly Friday night tournament. Or get a group together for a family or corporate bowling function. We are more than just bowling. A great spot to bring your family for a meal. Awesome homemade pizzas and soups, as well as appetizers, wraps, and sandwiches. Daily food specials. Fish Fry Friday. Open daily at 11 with the kitchen open late. Ask about us catering your next function. We are home to Laconia Bowling and proud supporter of the Laconia Spartans and all student athletes.
We at the Glamour Shop pride ourselves in having a fantastic team that offers unbeatable customer service at rates we can stand behind. Our motto has always been, let's talk about hair. We're a passionate, team-based salon where relationships with our clients are at the heart of everything we do. Our experienced stylists work with you to create the look you've always dreamed of. Whether it's a cut, color, or a fresh style, we invite you to experience the Glamour Shop difference. The Glamour Shop. Call for an appointment today.
The Landing is your go-to lakeside hangout on beautiful Beaver Dam Lake. Where the drinks are cold, the food always hits the spot, and the music keeps the good times rolling. Come for the view, stay for the fun. Pizza and beverages go together like sunsets and lake views at The Landing, and always better with friends and family. A Friday fish fry, your landing spot. An extensive variety of house-built pizzas, your landing spot. A great menu, of course. The Landing Pub and Grill, Country Road G, Beaver Dam, and like them on Facebook.
Welcome to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse. Here at Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, we are proud to provide South Central Wisconsin with the most beautiful flowers and freshest fruits and vegetables. In the fall, we have many varieties of squash and pumpkins, to just name a few. We are also proud to offer one-of-a-kind gifts like hanging baskets, iron hangers, decorative planters, and concrete statuary. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook for more info and pictures. So come on out to Hooksha's Marketing Greenhouse, located on Highway A between Fox Lake and Randolph, and you'll be glad you did.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
Welcome to Hoff's Quality Meats and Catering, where every cut starts with tradition and cares for your family. Step inside to a display case filled with fresh, marbled beef and pork, farm-fresh chicken, and vibrant sausages. We are more than a meat market. Check out our catering menu, takeout menus, and even our fish fry. From family dinners to weeknight staples, Hoff's offers friendly service and local artistry you can taste. Visit Hoff's today for quality cuts and weekly specials that make every meal a little more delicious. Or call 920-583-3734 to order from our menu.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. Hey, let's check into that YouTube chat here. Jason letting us know, let's go for the Warriors. Hey, our overseas friend. Hey, I'm glad to see that you checked in with us. Just watched USA Finland. What a game. Oh, I can't wait to see. Get a chance to watch that when I'm done here. And thank you again for always popping on us and letting us know that you're watching here way across the pond. I love to have you checking in. That's awesome. Also watching, so in the United States here, watching from Arizona, go Spencer and go Mavs. I'm just going to guess that that's Spencer Chrissinger is who Sally is cheering for. So thanks again for putting stuff into the chat and letting those players know that you appreciate what they're doing out there. Let me give you a quick flash of what's happened here in this second period. Waupun has scored twice, 15:49 on the clock. Number 4, Chase Beam unassisted with an even strength goal. And then at 3:37, Colton Pastotnik with the assist from Parker Zickert to make it 3-0. We'll come back and we'll check in on those penalties for Waupun. As you can see up on the clock, there still is a 2-minute penalty and 49 seconds on a penalty for Waupun. Just was sharing with Nate, the last 3 minutes and 11 seconds, the Waupun Warriors put 4 penalties up on the board. That is just something that you cannot do when you've got control of a game here. But we'll give you that update on the penalties here after we take about 3 minutes here to hear from some of our sponsors. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Nate Brown here on Jeff's Livestream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Katie's Log Cabin is a great place to stop for lunch or dinner. Grab one of the daily specials or check out the full menu. Katie's Log Cabin specials include Tuesday is pizza, Wednesday is wings, Thursday is a rotating special, Friday and Saturday is fish fry, Saturday is also prime rib, and Sunday is a broasted chicken dinner. Not in the mood for a special? Katie's has you covered with full menu options, appetizers, salads, wraps, pizzas, and sandwiches. Katie's Log Cabin Restaurant in Oakfield. Life is better at the cabin.
King Manufacturing. Since 1926, we have been known for our first-class buildings and canopies. In fact, there are thousands of them in use across America and in the Caribbean. We have also produced and developed many other steel products for use in retail, commercial, and industrial applications. such as building fascia, loading racks, wall panel systems, and much more. Our design record attests to our dedication to quality and customer satisfaction. King Manufacturing, from design to completion.
Rediscover the hometown lumberyard experience in your own backyard. Hi, this is Dave, third generation of the family-owned and operated Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira. I welcome you to experience what the hometown lumberyard has to offer. Better products, better advice, better service. From one O-ring to all the building materials to build a house, we had the products to get the job done. Hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, lawn and garden, automotive, bird, and so much more. Come experience what your hometown lumberyard has to offer. Lidke Lumber True Value in downtown Lamira, where the tracks cross Main, or online at Lidke Lumber.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. Just showing a little bit of the crowd here. Good crowd tonight for what we've got going on here. Let's swing it over to what would be the South Central bench as well. As you can see, a little bit of our broadcast area as well. And again, South Central, the Navigators, good fans here as well tonight. Let's check in on those penalties here with 3:35 left here in the second intermission. I told you the last 3 minutes and 11 seconds, the Waupun Warriors had 4 penalties. First, a cross-check by number 7, Colton Postotnik at 3:11. Then Chase Beam is called for an interference at 2:53. So the Navigators had a 5-on-3, could not execute. At 1:53, Caden Nisler gets called for a hook with his stick. I don't know if it was a hook more than it was actually a trip, as he was trying to swipe out at one of the pucks that was out there, and he ended up catching one of the players. The official thought it was a hook, so that's at 1:53, and then right at the end of the period, number 9, Derek Pribino, gets called for a trip as well. And that's you just cannot have 4 penalties in the final 3 minutes and 11 seconds of a period. We're going to step aside here, and we're going to run a couple of ads, and then we'll come back and we'll find out what we think the coaches are talking about in the locker room right now. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Nate Brown here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Happy fall, y'all. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Fall is a time for a whole home duct and dryer vent clean. We'll take care of what can't be seen. Removing dust? For us, that's a must. And a reminder, get on a furnace maintenance plan now so your home is clean and cozy this fall and winter. We are your home for the Coleman Equipment brand. Call 920-763-2301, providing your comfort zone for all seasons.
Hey, it's Bucky. If you're lucky, we'll be faster than a Derby from Kentucky.
Municipal Well and Pump has helped communities and industries keep water running with expert well drilling, pump installation, and dependable maintenance. Our experienced team is committed, quality workmanship, and getting the job done right the very first time. When reliable water matters most, trust the name built on honesty, integrity, and experience. Municipal Well and Pump, delivering water you can depend on.
Serbia.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus here from the Waupun Ice Arena. 40 seconds remains here in the second intermission. Again, you can see the fans for Waupun coming out onto the bench are the Waupun Warriors. Nate, if you were Coach Tank, what would you be telling him in the locker room?
Well, this is the time where you have to finish the game. You have to be smart and disciplined. You take stupid penalties, you're going to win stupid prizes, and this is the type of game where things like that can happen. I wouldn't count out Central at all.
Yeah, I mean, they got to think and cannot make these types of mistakes. So the first thing that I got to be telling them, I think, is kill this penalty off. You've been able to kill off a 5-on-3 before, so continue to kill. And you got 2 minutes where you got to kill off for the remainder, which are about 1 minute and 11, where you got to kill off 5-on-4. You can do it. But again, let's be smart after this. Why would we want to put our goalie in jeopardy when he's been battling hard so far? If you're Coach DeBush, what are you telling the Navigators?
You just got to keep playing hard, keep trying to sustain pressure. More shots on net for sure. And definitely got to win the puck battles, the one-on-one battles.
One goal at a time. You got 5-on-3 right now. You put one in right here, and you get another opportunity to put another one in. You're right back in this game. But they have to execute. Trying to get something set up here on the 5-on-3. Working it around as number 4. Brendan Barrett. He's running things at the point. Takes the shot from way down. Nisler misses it, and it's going to be put in the back of the net by Aiden Childs. 4. What the heck? I don't know what happened there. I know that some of the Waupun fans put a sign up, and one of the Navigators go smashed into that sign, but power play goal at 16:36.
And that's the first one at a time.
Right.
You got to be careful.
And this is why it was so big to not make those mistakes for Waupun. I believe it was Aiden Childs who puts it in off of the ricochet from Brendan Barrett. I don't know if they'll give him that secondary or not.
Maybe.
Back a minute 40 is put on the penalty time. Not sure why.
Just about to ask the same question.
It's now 3-1. Hey, got it right this time. I did. Childs from Barrett at 16:36 on the clock. And I still am confused as why they had to add penalty time back, because it was at the end of the period in 2 minutes, so it ran off. So it should have been 24 seconds that ran off. Okay. Well, either way, here's the chance again. That's going to ricochet off of the shoulder of Caden Nisler. A good save there. South Central was able to get some stuff working. Got themselves 3-1. Coffee or hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
.108 left here on the power play for the Navigators. 16:04 here in the third period. Trying to get something to work. Good hustle there by Zicker to get out there and put some pressure back into the slot area. Off of the stick of Thyssen. Jacob Kerner tried to kiss him up against the wall and missed him. Trying to work on the overload. Misplayed, and that's going to go all the way back down. And that's the one thing you did not want if you were South Central. You wanted to try and keep that thing in the zone. Good pressure again here by Waupun. They do a fantastic job of putting pressure on the puck, not allowing you to get something set up. Callaway's going to have to play it as Postopic's going to come in there. He wins the race to the puck. Looks, tried to get it cross ice over to Polda, couldn't get it. But again, here's where you kill all kinds of time and disrupt. Now they got to come back. They've got numbers. Odd man rush, 3-on-2 into the zone. Shot into Nisler, makes the save. And the puck went in?
It did.
I did not even see it go in.
On the rebound, it bounced over his shoulder.
Oh, my. I thought he made the initial save. And now, power play goal scored at 15:04. And exactly what I was saying, if you were the coach for DeBush, let's go execute on these two penalties. Make Waupun pay for the silliness that they did at the end of the period.
Waupun's up, was up 3-0. They looked a little deflated here in the third period of the game.
And I missed what happened there because I was trying to make sure I got that picked up there. Braxton McWiggin with the assist to Kyle Thyssen for that power play goal. And we are now at 3-2. And And we have a new game. So Waupun, they still have the lead. They just need to erase what has happened and just get back out here. They have outplayed
Absolutely
South Central most of this game. But again, you take some silly penalties at the end of the period, and South Central was able to get their power play working. Gets it back into the zone. Couple of bad breaks for Caden Nisler as well. Coming back the other way, Camden Flagner. Just got lucky there. He was playing with a puck at the blue line, which you never do. Blue line turnovers. He got lucky. The top was able to hold on the line. Penalty for a slash is going to be called here on number 11 at 14-12. And here's the net chance now for Waupun to get back one of those goals that they gave up from the power play. Let's see if they can roll something here. Second opportunity for Waupun. Cleared that time by the Navigators. Hustling after it is going to be number 3, Moen. Looks, takes a shot on the shorthanded attempt. Could not get it. Waupun grabs a hold of it. That's Colton Postotnik coming in with speed. Drops it. And going back in on the forecheck is number 9, Dirk Primino for Waupun. He gets kissed there by Chrissinger. Trying to get it out of the zone. Shot. Oh, that good tie-up on this backside. I thought they had it there, but Lennon Kemp did a nice job of tying up Parker Zickert. Waupun trying to get something back set up again. Long cross-ice passes. Owen Polda. They've been working against South Central, but it's not a strategy I think you want to keep in your repertoire moving forward. That's going to be ripped down low, just outside of the reach of Caden Nisler. Picking it up is going to be Jacob Kerner. He's going to skate with it through the zone. Try and take it in. Turns the corner. Looks. Oh, he had people into the slot. Works his way all the way back up to the top. Chase Beam rips one. Stick save by Callaway. Flagner back over to Beam. Beam back over to Flagner. Walks down to the dot. Takes the shot into a bunch of shin pads. Picked up there.
Right away.
Hustling after it for South Central. And a good job there by Jacob Kerner for the Warriors. As that was number 5, Casey Koopman trying to get there. Warriors show their speed. Getting back into the zone is Beam. Drops it for Hop. Back to Beam. Change positions. Drops it down low to Flagner. Laying out. Good job there by number 17, Braxton McWigan, and they kill it off. And here they've got numbers 2-on-1. If they hustle, they've got it. Shot, save, ricochet. Good pickup there by Nisler. That'll be fired all the way down, and we get an icing. Now this is where I get to preach about icing. I cannot stand the rule in high school. Why did they fire it down? So that they could get the whistle and get the change. They were tired. So what's the consequence for icing? Nothing.
Nothing.
Not in the high school level. This is the only level where there is no consequence. At the college level, junior level, you stay out on the ice. Even at the youth level, you are not allowed to ice the puck when you're on the penalty kill.
That is weird.
So I hope, and I'm going to continue to keep lobbying constantly, that they will change the rules at the high school level, and they cannot tell me that you have to have 4 officials to do it.
No. You ice the puck, you stay out.
I mean, they just have to have somebody along that side, and you just make sure that nobody hops the boards. Are you going to miss some? Maybe, but for the most part, again, you can see that there's just nobody there. Oh, good job there by Nisler on the final reaction. The South Central almost got the equalizer. Floating over the top of their shoulder, Caden Nisler. Thyssen with a move, shot into the body. Good control there by Caden Nisler for the Waupun Warriors. It's good to see. I'm just looking over at the bench. I see Benton Nagel, the normal goalie, over there and giving encouraging words to Caden over the bench. It's good to see the teamwork between the two goalies. Beam rims that around, trying to get it out. Fromholtz gets over there. Hustle play here by the Navigators. The Navigators have a little bit more life in there, a pep in their step right now.
I think they caught Waupun a little off guard coming to this period.
Two-person forward check, trying to get it over there on Beam. That's a mistake. Fromholtz tried to clear and could not. Oh, pulled out by the Navigators. Ripping it down there is going to be Theodore Loffelholz. Nope, I take that back. That was Braxton McWigan. Pitchforked in there by Camden Flagner into the corner. Picked up by the Navigators. Fromholtz goes in on the forward check up against the boards. He's got support by Flagner. 2-on-2, pulled out by the Navigators. Rims it across, trying to clear. Picked up there by Chase Beam at the blue line. He walks into the center, rips one into his own player, into Flagner. Tried to elevate that one to get it past Callaway. Skating with it. Good play again by Beam, but it's going to be chipped into the neutral zone by the Navigators. Cross-ice pass. Turned over. That'll be an offsides. Not hustling to get themselves back into the play. It was number 11, Gavin Childs. And we get a whistle. Face-off right outside of the bench of the Waupun Warriors at 9:51. 1-goal differential, 3-2. Thanks again for joining us here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. Greatly appreciate having Nate here. Puck coming back through the neutral zone. Good work here by the Navigators. Working it into the zone just outside of the reach of Thyssen. And again, they have looked a little bit cleaner here with their passing. Polda outside of the reach of Zickert, trying to rip it down. Hustling after it was number 14, Kian Pash. For the Navigators, good step up there this time by Derek Pribino. Shot by Postatnik. Goes up into the netting, and we get a whistle. $9:16 left here in the third period. Flagner pushes it forward, but a good hustle play there by Kissinger. Kissinger picks it up for the Navigators. Right into the slot. Oh, good save. Ricochet into the pads. Puck was loose. And getting on it was Callaway. Made the first save, but it came firing right back out. A bad ricochet. Waupun fired it again, but this time they put it right back into his pads. And Callaway was able to get down on top of it to get the whistle. Good attack there by the Warriors. So they're going to say what, that it came outside of the zone?
Defense, I'm sure, came below the top of the circles.
Okay. Puck is loose. Callaway gets on it, gets the whistle. At 8:51, coming up on the halfway point of the third period, the Warriors with a 3-2 lead. Flagner against number 12, Theodore Loffelholz. Again, a hard shot there by number 20, Jacob Kerner. I don't mind it if you got players who are down there, because you can tell that he's been struggling with the rebound control.
Absolutely.
But there was nobody there, so it just made it an easy save for him to get back on it the second time. Picked up there this time by the Navigators. Good step up again by Turner. Gives it over to Beam. Beam is going to try and work the middle of the ice. Comes to the blue line. Drops it over to Fromholtz. Knocked off of the stick there by the Navigators. Hustling to the outside is Brendan Barrett. Chips it down loose. He's going to try and get there before it gets to the line, and he does as he beats Chase Beam. Loffelholz with it for the Navigators. He's going to get met. He says, hello, Chase Beam. And Beam is going, thank you very much. Picked up there by Navigators after it popped out into the zone. Loffelholz once again Sees Beam, fires it towards the net. Does not want to meet the boards this time. Tip opportunity. Oh, Lawful Holes just got into the right position after that shot by Barrett. Going down to the ice.
I did not see what happened there.
I didn't either.
Slash to the back of the leg.
Looks like a shoulder, maybe, I think, for Chase Beam. As Lawful Holes and Beam were battling, and Lawful Holes is going to the penalty box. So we'll see what they're going to call. As Chase is able to get up on his skates. One thing you didn't want to do, or if you were a Navigators, you didn't want to take a penalty and give Waupun a chance to get back into this. It's going to be called a slash. Referee explaining why the call is what it was.
Navigator, penalty number 12, Teddy slashing.
We'll see if Waupun can get something rolling here on this power play opportunity. So far, 0 for 2. I think they're trying to have a conversation over at the bench with Coach Tank. I was wondering what was taking so long. He wants a clarification of why it's not maybe a 5 with a misconduct. I'm not sure. I think after you learn after a little while, and I would think that Coach Tank would too in this situation. You can state your case, but the official's not changing his mind.
Never. They usually never do.
You mean in all the years, Nate, of all the penalties that have been called, you've never had one changed?
Not one. And I pleaded and pleaded.
The official didn't say, you know what, you're right.
Yep.
Goes in the back of the net, and it's scored. A short-hander that just sneaks past as well into the Waupun Warriors actually knocked it in. As that was number 3 who's going to get credit, Jaden Mullen. A short-handed goal, and we are tied. Wow. Well, excuse me with a sniffle there.
9:29 third period, short-handed goal. Score number 3, Jaden Owen. Unassisted. Owen unassisted.
Unassisted for Moen. And we are tied at 3. Waupun still has a power play to get working here for 1:35. Trying to get from 9%. Callaway gets on top of it. Good recovery there for the Navigators. Can you believe it, Nate? Special teams. 2 power play goals and a shorthanded goal.
I know.
For the Navigators.
That is, those are some good stats right there.
Shot towards it. Callaway again. Blocker to the half wall. Jacob Hop trying to get it for the Waupun Warriors. Picked up here by Chase Beam, the guy that got slashed. Rips it and it fires up into the net. Again, thanks for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. You've joined the barn burner here, tied at 3, 6:57 left here in the third. Waupun with a power play opportunity. Unfortunately, their power play is a measly 8%. You almost would rather be full strength. Rips that one in. Good hold there by Chase Beam as he pins himself against the wall. Taken away by Flagner. He's able to get control again. And it's going to get down into the pads. Navigators are going to be called for a penalty here. It's going to be a hook. And that's going to be on number 3 who just scored the last goal. And it's now 5-on-3. And with Waupun has been able to work the puck well. So you should be able to find the net here, you would think.
You would think.
Navigator, penalty number 3,
Beam looks, gets it back over to Flagner. He goes to the center. Tries to get to the top of the triangle. Knocked down in front. Hustle play over there by Casey Koopman, trying to clear it out. Does not. Picked up there by Hunter Fromholtz. He walks it. Gives it over to Flagner. He chips one up into the netting with 39 seconds remaining here on the 5-on-3. Wow.
Waupun needs to start moving the puck a little here more. A little bit
Don't
more.
like the dance to the center, right? You got guys who can handle the puck. We've been watching them handle the puck the entire night. Let them handle the puck. Move. So again, Beam has it. Gets it over to Flagner. He walks it. Gives a chance for the player to close.
That was a smart shot.
Off of the pad. Ricochets out. And 21 seconds remains on the 5-on-3. Chase Beam is going to look to try and take it in. Working it back around. Patience. Flagner. Cross-ice pass this time. Shot. Off of the post. Good hard shot there by Jacob Perner. He's going to get another chance. Shoots one off of the blocker this time. Pops up straight into the air. And they killed off one of them. 1 minute remains. Beam is going to go back as Laffelholz comes back out. The two guys who were kissing each other before. Not literally. Shoulder to shoulder. Laffelholz got put into the box because of it. Trying to hold it in as the Warriors. Flagner brings it back out to Beam on the power play. To Flagner. Shot off of the shin pad. Ricochets into the neutral zone. The Warriors got to regroup. 28 seconds remain. Getting back into the power play set. Cross ice pass off of the stick. Gets it over to Hop. He fires it all the way down. As a dump on a power play. 15 seconds. That's going to clear it. 10 seconds for the Warriors to get set up on their power play. Derek Pribino with it, skating. Loses it in the center ice, 2-1, and both teams are at full strength, and the Navigators killed off a 5-on-3. 4:38. Unbelievable. The Waupun Warriors could not get something generated with their power play. 0 for 4. .438. Obvious. I meant to state the obvious. The next goal, I believe, is going to win this.
I would agree with you.
Picked up there this time by number 9, Derek Pribino. Oh, I'm sorry. I had Derek's number and Brock Reeder mixed up again. I don't know why I keep doing that. Brock Reeder was the one that had brought it in the last time on the power play. Offensively, you've got in front of me is Owen Polda with Postotnik and Zickert. Taken away there and won by Koopman. Turns the corner, shot into the glove of Caden Nisler, and he's going to get the save. 4:23. Navigators, you had said it, Nate. They needed to throw pucks at the net, and that's what they've been doing. 3-3 is your score here from the Waupun Ice Arena. It's going to be ripped around this time by Brock Reeder. Chipped. Trying to hustle after it is Hunter Fromholtz. Cannot get there. Picked up there by number 20, Thomas Harkey. For the Navigators. Ripped it up against the board. If they can get there before the ice, no icing is called. Hustle play there by Reeder once again to get it for the Waupun Warriors in the defensive zone. Knocked off of the stick there by Lennon Kemp. Kemp with it. Down below the line. Puts it in front of the net. And they were lucky that there were no Navigators there. Missed pass there by Reeder. Rips that one. That'll be an ice. They're going to say no ice. Wow. They're going to say that somebody that from the Navigators should have played it at the line. Postotnik with it for the Warriors. Gets it over to Chase Beam. Beam looks, centers it, a tip opportunity there. Missed by Polda. Hammered by the Warriors. held at the line by Postotnik. Gets it into one of the Navigators, cleared. Hustling after it is Gavin Childs. Childs with 3 Warriors on him, skates through all of them. Gets down and still has control of the puck. Staying behind the boards. Picked up there by number 6. That's going to be Aiden Childs. Shot. It was loose and a chance there for the South Central Navigators. Cleared out by the Warriors. Ripped back in. Nissler chips it. Beam changes directions for the Warriors. Up against the half wall. Into the neutral zone. Kicked off there by one of the South Central Navigators. That was by number 18, Cam Molly. Comes all the way back to Brendan Barrett. In the slot area, puck was turned over. Trying to make a move was Camden Flagner. Picked up there by Lawful And again, who meets him? Chase Beam says, have a seat. Lawful takes it, gets back up. And now they're going to call a rough on Beam.
That's a very questionable call.
Very questionable. Right here, you can see it. I guess they're going to say he didn't play the puck. He played the man. Which would be my guess is why they're calling it a rough. I'm just guessing. Don't like that as a defenseman, huh? At 2:16, Chase Beam goes into the box.
Can't get punished just for being bigger and stronger.
We got a timeout here. I'm not sure who took it. We'll step aside and take one ad, and then we'll come back.
For nearly 50 years, Pinot Buildings has created the highest quality post-frame buildings. Headquartered in Rosendale, Wisconsin, we proudly serve the Badger State and Illinois. We deliver unparalleled craftsmanship and quality with all the warmth and care you'd expect from a small-town family business. Whether you're planning a large commercial or agricultural project, a barn-dominium, or a smaller personal shop or structure, Pinot Buildings are built for you and designed to last. Connect with us to get started.
Welcome back here to Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. High School Sports is presented by Jaden White, your Northwestern Mutual agent in this area. Financial and investment services, planning, wealth management, life and disability insurance, and more. Email Jaden at jaden.white, W-H-I-T-E, at nm.com. Boy, Nate, 2 minutes remaining. Power play opportunity here for South Central. They've scored 2 power play goals in this period and a shorty.
Yeah, this is where Waupun really needs to bear down and buckle up them chin straps. And
and I know both of us, we saw that instant replay, and we just disagree that there should have been no call.
No, I think
on Chase Beam.
I think that was a great hit by Chase.
Let's see what happens here so far. South Central's been able to hit 3 special teams, a shorthanded and 2 power play goals. They get it back into the zone, as that's Brendan Barrett. Cross ice into the slot, picked up into the, popped it down into the corner, was number 6, Aiden Childs. Working it around, shot, puck is loose, cleared by the defense. Oh, you gotta control that puck. Grab that with a glove if you can. You just cannot leave it sit out into that slot area. Good help by the defense. Working it around, trying to get something. Slams his brakes on at the top of the house. Working it. They're trying to get the overload on the backside, it looks like to me, Nate.
Yep.
Trying to work it in. Ah! Hammered. Oh, good work there, but a great save by Caden Nissler for the Waupun Warriors. Great
work
read
on the power play, being patient, finding that middle guy.
He pulled that one-timer really well, but Nissler with a better response for the Warriors. Good hustle play here. Picked it up. Barrett. 1 minute left here in the period. 3-3. Tried to clear out of the Warriors. They do. And that's going to go all the way down. There's a mistake there by Spencer Chrissinger to allow that to go all the way down to the goal line. 30 seconds remains in the power play opportunity. That'll be 15 seconds back at even strength. Good job there by Colton Postotnik to knock it off of the stick. Skating with it is Luffelholz. He looks, centers, tried to get it and could not. Good defense by the Warriors. Cleared into the neutral zone. The Navigators setting up again, coming across the red line, gets it back into the zone. Postotnik takes it away. Clears. 5 seconds on the power play. 2-1, and the Warriors kill it off. 15 seconds remains. Beams comes out of the box. There's the man you want with the puck. He steps into the zone, gets to the house. No, goes wide off of the blocker of Callaway. And it looks like we get some free hockey. Awesome job here by the Navigators in that period to get it to even at 3-3. Oh, we're going to pick up. I'm trying to get the saves.
So Central's Bryson Callaway, 13. Three-period total 38. Waupun Caden Missler, 9. Three-period total 16.
We're going to step aside here, and we will be back. And we'll talk about that third period. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Nate Brown here on Jeff's live stream in cooperation with Radio Plus. We'll be back.
Tired of pushy sales tactics? Welcome to Schaefer Auto, where they make buying a vehicle simple, safe, and satisfying. You'll find a sweet selection of pre-owned vehicles for every budget. Each is inspected and backed by a warranty option of your choice. Financing isn't a problem. Get approved online and drive home with confidence. Schaefer Auto has the right ride for you. Visit the lot at 404 Shaler Drive in Waupun and online at schaefer-auto.com. Schaefer Auto, no gimmicks, no pressure, no worries.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Thank you for your continued support over the past 50 years. At Verhaeg's Furniture, we're honored to be voted by you to be one of the best mattress stores in the Fond du Lac area for 2024.
Our mission is to bring the finest in style, comfort, and quality to the Waupun area.
We've teamed up with amazing brands like Ashley, Lazy Boy, Bestcraft, Marshfield, Best Home Furnishings, Mega Motion to offer you the best selection around.
Free delivery to Waupun and the surrounding area. See store for details.
Make your home a place you truly love with Verhaeg's Furniture Market.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. 3 minutes goes up on the clock. They play on dirty ice. They do switch ends for an overtime. It's 5-on-5 for 8 minutes. And if it's still tied, then they go 5 minutes of 3-on-3.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's the new rules for high school hockey. And then if it's a conference game, they can go to the shootout to determine who gets the victory, but it only in their standings. It doesn't count as an actual win.
Right.
Let's take a look at what happened here in this period. Lots of action here. At 16:36, power play goal scored for the Navigators. Number 6, Aiden Childs with the assist to number 4, Brendan Barrett. 15:04, another power play goal for the Navigators. Number 17, Braxton McWigan with the assist to Kyle Thyssen. Power play goal. At 7:31, a shorthanded goal, unassisted. Jaden Moen pops over the shoulder of Caden Nisler, and it's now even. Penalties in that period, 1 for Waupun right here at the last. 2:16, Chase Beam takes the rough. They kill it off. At 7:43, a penalty for the Navigators, a slash killed off by the killed off by the Navigators. 6:42, another penalty, a hook. They have a 5-on-3 killed off. Unbelievable action here. Now, what they do is they do switch sides, so you still got that long change.
That's weird. Okay.
And you're playing on dirty ice.
Right.
So there's the opportunity for all kinds of things to happen.
7-minute victory overtime.
5-on-5. They're supposed to switch. The goalies are supposed to flip.
That's okay.
But they're not doing it. So they're supposed
Yeah,
there
there
we
we
go.
go.
Okay. It takes an announcer to get them to do it. Wow. Thanks for joining us here. The 56 computers that we've had. We had 62 at one time. We may have even had more than that. I wasn't looking. So you've jumped into a good one. Let's see if I got anything else into that chat so far. I don't. I'm begging you. You're seeing an overtime. You gotta get something in the chat. Let us know who you're watching, cheering for, where you're watching from. 60 computers. You gotta let us know. Picked up there by South Central. Gets it into the slot. Tried to chip it down low. Tried to clear it out was Beam. Picked up there by the Warriors, Camden Flagner. He's going to go with speed. Good bump off of the puck there by number 11, Gavin Childs. Into the center. Puck is loose and cleared by the Navigators. No, it is not. Held in there. Wraparound opportunity. Puck is free. And a glove save. What a flash of the leather by Callaway. Wow. Great work there by the Warriors. Callaway snags that one out of the air and gets the save. Not even 30 seconds had gone by, and the Warriors put 2 good shots in on Bryson Callaway, who was 13 for 13 in that period, 28 for 31 on the saves side. 9 for 12 in the period was Caden Nisler to give him 16 out of 19 for 3-period total. South Central trying to get it out. Hustling with it. They've got numbers again if they can hustle on a good play there by number 20, Jacob Perner, closing in. I don't necessarily know if that was the right play because I just think that the forward made a mistake.
I agree with you.
Trying to work the puck around. Taken away there by Camden Flagner. Gets it into the neutral zone. South Central gets back on side. Tried to whip it down. That'll be an ice. Again, what's the consequence? Nothing. And this is where it should be the consequence because it's the long change.
Exactly.
I absolutely hate the high school rule for icing, and it doesn't matter to me if it's Waupun, South Central, Nina, Fond. I don't care. Now, are they playing within the rules? Yes. I just hate the rule.
It's a silly rule.
There should be a consequence for firing the puck down to the other end of the ice. South Central gets the faceoff down in the zone, which is where the puck was. So that's why I don't consider it to be a consequence. Grabbed a hold of it. Betchford back by number 18, Cam Molly. Taken away there by number 17, Braxton McWigan. He's going to go into the corner with Polda. Ruffle holes. D-to-D pass. Oh, just over the top of the glove of Nisler. Sailed over to the top of the net. Got it back into the center. Nobody there for the Navigators. Chipped up into the neutral zone. Grabbed there. Knocked out of the air. Couldn't get back. Oh, what a hold there by number 9, Jack Stephanie. Smart play. Now it's going to come off of the board towards the net. Pad save there by Callaway. As that was number 18, Brock Reeder. Back into the neutral zone. This will be an ice. And there should be a consequence. I don't know what they're screaming for.
I don't know.
Probably didn't think it was going to be called an ice, but. So the consequence is nothing. Face-off comes back down here. Everybody can change, so you get fresh bodies out on the ice.
I don't like it.
Especially after what? 8 years, 9 years of playing? Or
yeah, I've been getting punished by having to stay out there. And
you paid more punishment than you did without punishment.
Yes.
Picked up there again, this time by Jacob Kerner. He fires into the legs of one of the South Central Navigators. In the back of the net, and the goal is scored by Chase Beam for the Waupun Warriors. At 5:19, overtime goal. Wow. Congratulations there to the Waupun Warriors. I'm going to set up my on ice, and I'm going to see if I can get interviews down on the ice. Can you hear me?
Sure can.
Trying to check out my sound, so if I'm in the yellow is where I want to be, you're going to adjust it there for me. We're going to step aside and we'll play some ads and then we'll come back. So it's going to be ads.
This exciting gameplay is being brought to you by Waupun Utilities, your local electric, water, and wastewater provider. And just like the teams out there, our team works hard every single day to deliver reliable, affordable service to more than 4,400 customers. As your community-owned utility, every single dollar we earn goes back into making Waupun stronger. Waupun Utilities, powering our community with teamwork, pride, and of course, hometown commitment.
We are back here live as Waupun took the victory against South Central. Jeff is going to try to get some interviews.
You can still hear me, Nate?
Yep.
Okay, so just keep paying attention to the time on the ad. You're going to have to flash to me.
We're live.
What's that?
Ad's over.
Yeah, you're going to have to flash to me when there's about 5 seconds. Okay, and then you'll switch it to the main. Four and 7 and you. And you. And the man. And the man. Where are we at on this?
Warner Harmson Furniture, Flooring, Kitchen, and Bath. We know that your home is more than just four walls. From kitchen and bath remodels to full home renovations and new construction, we have the team for you. Warner Harmson brings expert design and craftsmanship to every project.
Welcome back here to the Waupun Ice Arena. Joining me here on the post game is Colton Postotnik. Colton, talk to me about things seem to be going really well for you guys in those first two periods.
Yeah, you know, we got working hard, keeping it together, try to play our game, just come out with a win.
Seemed like it was pretty physical out there. And you guys don't mind that.
Yeah, no, we got to keep a physical game, got to keep the boys hyped and keep the game going. I don't know.
Talk to me about that very first goal that was scored there, the assist that you got on that to Owen Polda. That really got things rolling here in that beginning of the period.
That's big. First goal of the game. Get the boys going. Keep that momentum throughout the game.
And then you scored a goal yourself to make that third goal. Tell me what you saw in that third goal.
Just trying to stay in the slot. Got people down in the corner. Get a shot off, stay in front, look for a rebound.
Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow night. Happy New Year. Chase, good to have a conversation with you. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Really good. Physical contest out there today. Talk to me about the physicality.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that we're going to have to do. They're going to come in trying to hit us. That's just hockey. And we know we're a physical team. We like the physicality of it. So last game we were very physical, and we just wanted to carry that into this year too.
Talk to me about, you had two nice goals today. Talk to me about what you were seeing and scoring those goals.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of seen the goalie go down a little bit lower, and so that kind of opened up the top side, and just kind of picked my spot, and thankfully it went in.
Yeah, the very first goal you picked on the short side, right up over the top of the goalie, and you had walked it all the way down. You're not only are you a physical presence, obviously, but you're a very aggressive and like to walk down and play on the offensive side. Tell me about your mindset as a defenseman being that aggressive.
Yeah, just want to create as much offense as I can. Like personally, you know, a lot of teams like to keep that top defenseman open. So being able to get the puck down there and have that space to go down and attack, it's just something I want to take advantage of every time.
It's got to feel good to start out the new year with a victory here at home.
That feels great. Nothing better.
Congratulations on the victory, and good to have a conversation. Happy New Year. We'll see you tomorrow. Congratulations to Chase Bean there to get the game winner. Coach, talk to me about this contest. It started out, you guys had control those first two periods.
Yeah, we were playing pretty good, a little undisciplined, took a handful of penalties, had to battle, and you know, we had the conversation. We knew they were going to capitalize on them eventually. They're coming in right around 25%. You can't give teams like that many opportunities, and they scored some. So, you know, and then it was just stay the course, you know, stay calm, don't panic. We got this. We just got to play our game. We can dominate this team and then, you know, win our way in overtime. So
that's what the conversation was on the bench there for those 3 minutes, is that we've got control of this?
Yeah, pretty much just stay calm, play our game, go out there, be disciplined, do the right things, and we'll have a good outcome. And it went that way.
Yeah, this is the first time I think, I mean, you guys had taken penalties before, but this is the first time I think that I have you down for 7 penalties that took place. And that just doesn't seem like that's been the MO so far this season.
No, a little more than normal tonight, but we got a physical team, and that's the style of hockey we're going to play. And, you know, depending on who you got calling them, some are going to pull her a little tighter, some are going to let her go a little more, but we're going to play our brand of hockey, and that's just the way it's going to be.
You did a good job on killing off the 5-on-3 the first time that it took place. But then, like you said, South Central was able to capitalize in that third period. No panic from the boys?
I don't think so. I thought our PK was looking pretty good. It was just one of those, a little rebound kind of sat there tapping. It wasn't like we had a breakdown in coverage or anything like that. So I think that the guys were understanding of the situation and, like I said, stay the course, and they did.
Couldn't have asked for a better celebration for the new year.
Yeah, let's go.
Congratulations again. Great job. And thanks again for joining us here on the Post Game Show. Well, I'm going to be happy to shake your hand here happy for the victory here in the new year. And we can't wait to see you guys play tomorrow.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
All right. This has been the head coach here for the Waupun Warriors, Coach Nick Tank. We're going to step aside here, run a couple of ads, and we'll wrap things up here on the Post Game Show. You're listening to Jeff Sauer along with Nate Brown here on Jeff's Livestream in cooperation with Radio Plus.
Dependable, detail-driven, and dedicated to you, we turn your vision into a home. Warner Harmson, we do it all. Visit warnerharmson.com and book your free consultation today.
Looking for a reliable roofing contractor? Witt Services has got you covered. With 5 years of experience, they specialize in everything from roof repairs to full replacements. Their team is dedicated to quality workmanship and customer satisfaction. Plus, they offer free estimates, so you know exactly what to expect. Whether it's a leaky roof or a complete overhaul, Witt Services is the go-to choice for all roofing needs. Don't wait. Reach out today.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
Trust AirTech Heating with all your home comfort needs. AirTech Heating, doing whatever it takes.
We'll get back here on the post-game show. Let's give a quick wrap-up of how things took place here. Waupun jumped out ahead 3-0 in the first two periods. At 9:53, number 5, Owen Polda with the assist to number 7, Colton Postotnik. Second goal, 15:49 by Chase Beam, unassisted in the second period. At 3:37 in the second period, Colton Postotnik assist to number 6, Parker Zicker to make it 3-0. And then South Central went nuts. In the third period, 16:36, power play goal scored by number 6, Aiden Childs. Assist to number 4, Brendan Barrett. Second at 15:04, number 17, Braxton McWigan with the assist to Kyle Thyssen. Power play goal for South Central. At 7:31, shorthanded goal scored by number 3, Jaden Moen, to tie things up at 3 apiece. Saves through the third period. Bryson Calloway, 28 on 31 shots, and Caden Nisler, 16 saves on 19 shots. Nisler with 1 save, I believe. Let me just double check what they have here. I know that Scotty always sends me the score sheet here in overtime. 2 saves they had down for Callaway for a total of 40. And for Caden Nisler, didn't have a shot in overtime, and he ended up with 16 saves. Thanks for joining us here on the post-game show. Again, I want to give a shout-out to all of our sponsors. We are so happy that we have the opportunity to do these broadcasts, and we can't do them. I see several of them also are sponsors with the boards. All Phase. Again, I want to thank Jackie over there, and Michael's Corporation, as well as and King Manufacturing and Dentistry of Wisconsin for being a part of our sponsorship, as well as the National Exchange Bank and Trust. And right in front of me is the Home and Auto logo. Thanks again here. You've been listening to Jeff Sauer here on the post-game show. The final thing that we always do here when we wrap things up on the post-game show, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check and see what we got going into the chat. Mary Durant says, great game to Colton. He certainly did have an absolutely amazing game tonight. Thanks to everybody who participated in the chat. And the last thing we do here, we always wrap up on Jeff's live stream with a prayer. So if you'd like to join me, I'd love to have you. Heavenly Father, we give you such thanks and praise for the opportunity that we had today to be able to watch these fantastic creatures that you have created. You've created them to bring enjoyment to their communities and their schools and their parents. And we know that they've made everybody proud. And Heavenly Father, we thank you that they were able to exhibit their talents. Lord, we also ask that you be with all of these players, as well as we know that there are going to be bumps and bruises as they were taking a beating out there today. This is a very physical game, and we know that we did not see any major injuries, and we are so thankful, Lord, that that did not happen. And we are also so thankful, Heavenly Father, that that you will be with them as they try and heal. Also, Lord, we ask that you will be with all of the fans as they travel home tonight, and we ask that you'll be with all of the players as well. And we ask especially that your guiding hand will be over the South Central players as they head back to their homes in the Deforest and the Madison area. And we pray that you'll guide them on their way. And finally, Lord, we want to thank you that we have a brand new year here once again in 2026 and the opportunity to continue to praise and bring you glory. And we thank you for the opportunity again that we have here at Jeff's live stream to be able to bring these broadcasts. We ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. Thanks again for joining us here on Jeff's live stream. We are back on the air again tomorrow, right here at the Waupun Ice Arena, as the Waupun Warriors will be taking on Alaska and Lacrosse, the Hilltoppers, for the Waupun Warriors tomorrow, again in another non-conference contest. Thanks again for joining us here. Take care. God bless. And we